The most harmful phrase to women, that is the most harmful phrase to women today, especially, is the phrase, I want a boyfriend. And it's not because Vogue was like, guys, having a boyfriend is embarrassing. And everybody was like, oh my God, yeah. It is not because of that. The reason for situationships, abysmal relationships that end in tarnish with the most evil bum men. The reason for TikTok trends like, I survived the Nepo baby, I survived mommy's boy, I survived, turned out to actually be gay. Traumatized for life from these guys. And they're also wondering if they can ever just get a normal man. Like, why am I constantly just in this cycle? Or they're the type of girl, or you might be the type of girl who has never been in a relationship, and you're constantly getting guys who are just not attracted to you. They lead you on, they turn out to be a different person than who you thought they actually were because, or you were like trying to save a man and he just turned out not to be like that because you thought he could be saved and turns out he couldn't, so he just vanishes and you're left traumatized, wondering why. And I was stuck in this cycle. I was the never been in a relationship, constant unrequited love. Turned out like they were just like evil and they were like absolutely abysmal to other girls who did way worse stuff to them than they did me. And I never saw a relationship like growing up in high school. All of my friends were either in toxic relationships or the same relationship that I was. And I was just like, oh my God, why? Like, why? Like, is there like a worldwide epidemic of like horrible men? Like, is there, like, what is going on here? Like, am I broken? Is everybody else around me broken? Am I broken and I'm just attracting broken people? And it's just like, oh my God. These are the situationships that the phrase, I want a boyfriend causes. I know I got really passionate there, but anyways, I'm Samantha, I'm 19. I went from the situation that I just described to being married to the love of my life at 19. He is my dream man. I manifested him, dot to dot of what I wanted. And it became a guy that I am now married to. I don't have my wedding ring on because I lose rings, but he is the best part of my life. And the thing is, I made a lot of mistakes on the way to get there. So many situations that I could have avoided that couldn't have impacted my life. So I'm going to teach them to you guys today. If you are interested in this type of content, I teach high school and college girls how to break the cycle of these constant toxic situationships, relationships, things that I saw growing up, things that I experienced as well growing up, so that you can go into a healthy relationship and you too can find your dream husband. Like, it's possible, I swear. I didn't think it was possible for me, and if I could do it, you can too, I promise. So why do evil men love you? And the reason is the phrase, I want a boyfriend, okay? Let me explain it right now. So imagine you came into a restaurant, right? And the waiter comes to you and they're like, oh, what do you want? And you're just like, I want food. That's literally it. And then you get mad for them giving you chicken and rice. You come up there and you're just like, what the freak is this? They're looking at you stupid because they're just like, you said food. You didn't say like any other particular food, you said food. Are we seeing where the problem is here? Are we putting our thinking caps on? You don't have standards! You need standards. My cat got really scared. You scared my cat. Okay. And I know some girls are gonna be like this, and I'm impersonating them because this is how it sounds to me every single time, okay? But what do you mean? I want a guy who's nice, loyal, and nice to me. Those are my standards. Those are standards. And you know what? Those girls are going to get a man who is nice, loyal, and nice to them. But he's going to hit his mother. Number one, he's going to hate your friends. He's going to be an opioid addict, and you're going to have to wake him up multiple times with Narcan. He's constantly in the hospital. He's constantly like hating on himself, talking bad about himself. He's a pushover to his dad, and he hates everybody in this world except you. But he's like, I'm going to stop using. I promise I'll be more confident for you, baby girl. Right before Valentine's Day. And then he doesn't. No, I think those girls should take him because technically they are standard. They are the standards and they should not get mad. But that's not what I ordered. That's not what I wanted. Yes, it was. He's nice to you. He's tall. He's loyal. I mean, guy hasn't cheated on you. But you see what the problem is? Are we doing this? Are we doing this? Are we doing this? Yeah, I think we do. Because we don't confuse standards with human decency. Standards are not human decency. Standards, no human decency. When did kind and loyal become a standard? Okay, like how can that be like a non-standard? Like, yeah, so I want a guy who's not loyal, who is not kind to other people and even to me. Like how, like, does anybody say that? Have you ever heard somebody say that, like, out loud? Like, just breathe that into the air, unless it was some sort of kink or something like that. Have you ever heard that? Know what a standard is. What is a standard? What is a standard, Samantha? It is not that. Okay, that is called human decency. Okay? 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 You want to know what standards are? I'll tell you what standards are, but before I do, every girl who does not want a husband at some point in the future, please get off this video. I'm not doing this disrespectfully, but the rest of this video is for the girls who want husband. Bye-bye. With this voice, I'm really upsetting myself right now. Girls want a husband, welcome. So at the top of your page, we're gonna write, who is my husband? You're gonna be like, but I thought, this is for finding a boyfriend. Okay, let me dissect the word boyfriend for you. Boyfriend. Boyfriend, by definition, if this is your goal in life, is to court somebody so that you figure out if they are your husband. Why would you make that trip, okay? Why are you constantly gonna go through boyfriend after boyfriend after boyfriend after boyfriend after boyfriend with no intention of marrying? If your intention was to marry. Base your stuff, base your courting, base the fact that you are wasting your time on someone or gaining your time with someone towards marriage. The man that you are gonna marry. After you write, who is my husband, you're going to write the series of attributes based on the answers of the questions that I'm going to ask in this video. In my description, I'm going to have all the questions listed down so that you can come back and actually give your thorough answer on it, because you should. You're going to pick out everything you want in a husband, right? So yeah, getting into it right now. Our first category is going to be physical attributes, okay? I'm talking about height, okay? So do you want him to be taller than you? Do you want him to be shorter than you? Do you not care what height he is? Okay, you need to know height. And the fact that like tall, shorter, don't care, okay? Smell, okay? What does he smell like? Some girls are into very like axed up guys. There's also girls who are into guys who maybe smell like wood, who maybe smell more like cigarettes. I know girls who like that. Or someone who just doesn't smell at all, like just keeps clean in general. That's their basis of smell. And then we have fitness level. Fitness level is so important in finding a man, because some girls like super jacked guys. I want him to be, constantly like lifting weights. He needs to be like a power lifter. He needs to be like a football player, like athletic guy. Or they have guys who are slim but athletic. They run a lot, and they take care of themselves. They eat well, which is who my husband is. They also have I don't care about his fitness levels, like, it's literally whatever to them. All of those answers are correct, but that basically encompasses like physical attributes. There are no wrong answers to any of these questions. It's just what makes you romantically and sexually attracted to them, okay? Next, we are going to go into mental attributes, okay? Like social attributes, right? Is he an introvert or an extrovert? Is he more of the life of the party, or is he sort of like just kind of in the corner, gets more into deeper conversation with people rather than kind of like in certain social groups, right? And then we also have humor. Humor is so important because some people do not like super dark humor. And some people are into lighter humor, and some people are into dark humor and literally hate light humor because they just want to see the world for how it is. The more offensive jokes, right? What type of humor does he have, if he has any humor? Okay, if he doesn't have any humor. Some girls like that, okay? There's also love language. What is their love language? Do you like gift giving more? Do you like more touch? Do you like more whatever, okay? You can look up the love languages, there's 5. Whichever love language you're into, just look it up and see which ones identify most with you, right? I had to change my point of attack because my camera hates me and wants me to die and the light died. Anyways, what are his relationship like with his family and friends, okay? What are they like? And especially about your family and friends. Do you care if he gets along with your friends and your family, or do you not really care as much, especially if your family doesn't like him because maybe they're trashy, or maybe they're not trashy but you guys don't see eye to eye and then therefore you don't really care if they like who you marry. Sometimes it is just like that, right? So there's those things, right? And another one, which some people are gonna get shifty with me about, but it does matter, is politics. Do you want a political guy? Do you want a guy who's more on your side of politics, or are you not really interested in politics, don't really care about politics, and just don't want a guy who cares about politics either? All of them are important, okay? All of them are important for the mental attributes. Alright, so the next one goes hand in hand with mental, and that is going to be core attributes. So first off, we have religion, okay? Is this guy religious? What type of religion is he? Do you want a hyper-Christian man who's going to church every day, reads the Bible? You guys put God before your relationship. I heard some Christians are into that. And then there's also kids. So do you want to have kids with this man? Do they not want to have kids with this man? What is his version of like, oh my God, let's have kids, or I literally don't want kids at all? Okay, you guys have to like agree on that. So I would just say, I want kids, then he should want kids, right? You know, if you want a guy like that. You also have to keep in mind career. Okay, is he very like school oriented, going to college to become like a brain surgeon or like a lawyer or something like that? Or is he more like independent, wants to start making music, or maybe he's like a welder, went to tech school, or he's in the EMT or something along those lines? Or is he just working at Wendy's? Okay, what type of guy do you want? The next category, the last category, is going to be intimacy, okay? What type of sex do you want? Do you want sex, or are you someone who is not really into sex, okay? Like you're more asexual, you're not really like, your libido isn't super high. You just don't want someone who is constantly like sex. Or maybe you want somebody who really likes sex and you guys want to have it all the time, okay? Do you want a really sexual guy, or do you want a guy who's just like more into like quality time, or someone who's both? Okay, someone who's both. After we have that, we also have kinks. Okay, are you someone who's very into, you know, vanilla, nothing crazy, or are you like BDSM, 50 Shades of Grey type thing? Or are you somewhere in the middle where you have certain things that you definitely never, ever want to try? Or you want to literally try everything with this guy? The hugest one from this category, I will literally die on my grave, level of aftercare. Do you want someone who, after y'all do the thing, draw up a bath for you, you guys sit in it, you guys kiss for hours and hours, then he dries you off, he puts you in the bed, and you guys watch TV? Or do you want someone who's just like, all right, we're done, let's watch a show, and you guys just watch a show, and that's just the end of that? Or do you, like, there's so many ways that aftercare can be explained, but what type of aftercare do you want? Okay, what aftercare do you want? After we've gone through all that stuff, you have just built a husband. Oh my God, yay. Doing that alone is not going to help you find your husband. And what I mean by that is that this is the reason why that this is a series, okay? When I make videos like these, the next one that I'm gonna make kind of dives into the ground rules for standards so that you can actually activate them, because standards are useless unless you do specific things to make them happen. So this is just the first step. If you're interested in these type of videos, like actually, I recommend subscribing. I know I'm like kind of insane in the head, and I'll probably like edit this video, cringe, and want to cry. But yeah, I mean, if you liked it, subscribe. Besides all the screaming and the spazzing out, I do actually hope you took something away from this. Because I know that if I was back in time and I watched this video, I know that I definitely would have. Bye!